It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
On a picture-perfect Midwestern afternoon for football, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, it feels like the latest golden age of quarterbacks in the NFL. There are good ones up and down the league everywhere, but one of the best certainly resides right here in Cincinnati, and that's Joe Burrow.
And Joe Cool, Joey B, whatever you want to call him, not only does he perform big time on the field, he is that magnet that pulls other players to him. A lot of guys want to get to Cincinnati and play on Joe Burrow's team.
And meanwhile, for the Vikings, their go-to man, the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year last season. And Charles, of course, that's Justin Jefferson.
And can you dance like Justin Jefferson? Because I certainly cannot. But defenses, they see him dance all the way through them and find his way into the end zone. I don't care how you plan, he is difficult to stop.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his fourth season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made a conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. A quick throw there is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Minnesota's new coaching staff really leaned on Cousins for leadership and production, and the longtime vet was up to the pressure. 29 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, and a 13-win season, his best as a starter. Captain Kirk, he's quietly been one of the league's most productive passers the last few seasons.
Cousins on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. first play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Now Cousins fakes a jet sweep, and off play action, he wants to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To the air again, it's Cousins.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings!
T.J. Hockenson
From 3 yards out.
and the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Fights him off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The drive starts with a completion left side. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a give to Madison running right. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now 2nd and 5. Throwing, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Joseph is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a yard.
Burrow will throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Back to Mixon on 1st down.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Burrow.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Mixon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
In the backfield by himself is Brown. 2nd and goal. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. Just a gain of a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A first down throw for Cousins.
They'll get this underneath to Madison.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Cousins on first down.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On the toss, Madison. They juked him, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Cousins, meanwhile, has this complete to Madison.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Cousins.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his second touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play, and of course he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Burrow on first down. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, baby.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach,
we were certainly treated to an
both teams
entertaining
likely
first
to make
half.
some changes
Both these
in what's
teams
been
with
a
some high
closely
points and maybe a
fought
couple
battle
of
to
low
this
points as
point.
well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Cousins now. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Cousins.
Complete to Addison on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Throwing is Cousins. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Now Cousins on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Madison. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Again, Madison. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. On the option left, it's Burrow.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Mixing up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Well, I'd say a couple people didn't get the read correct, huh? Zone coverage. Linebacker dropped right into the proper spot. Lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Was looking directly in his eyes as he threw the football, and you're right, it was telegraphed. Probably should have been picked. On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Burrow.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. They go play action with Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and a yard. Another carry now for Madison. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Henderson dropped down to 8 sacks last season, but don't get lost in that number. Still had 3 forced fumbles and remains a game wrecker on the edge of Cincinnati's line.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep here for Chase. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 62 yards.
I'll tell you what, he's got 2 touchdowns on the ledger already, and that very well could have been a 3rd. They have had absolutely no answer for him defensively, and he's just run free all game long.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
McPherson now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Cousins. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fights off the defender. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 97 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now out comes Minnesota. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll throw again. Cousins. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Cousins. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Complete to Addison on the out route. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Here we go. 1st and goal. To the air again. It's Cousins. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Cousins now on 2nd down. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here it is, 4th and goal. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact, he's definitely there too early.
Now Cousins. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.